Bill Pickett was a true American cowboy, a legend in his own right. Born in 1870 in Texas, he grew up in a time when the American West was still wild and untamed. From a young age, Bill showed a remarkable talent for working with horses and cattle. He was brave and strong, qualities that would serve him well throughout his life. Bill's strength wasn't just physical. He had a resilient spirit that helped him overcome many challenges. He was also a star in the rodeo, captivating audiences with his daring feats and incredible skills. Rodeo was more than a sport for Bill. It was a way to showcase his talents and earn respect. But Bill wasn't like other cowboys. He was black, and in the early 1900s that made his achievements even more remarkable. Despite the barriers he faced, Bill never let his race define his limits. During his time, black people were often excluded from many aspects of society, including the rodeo circuit, but Bill became a rodeo legend. His performances were legendary, and he quickly became a household name in the rodeo world. He is best known for inventing a daring event called bulldogging, where he would wrestle a steer to the ground with his bare hands. This event showcased his incredible strength and bravery. He broke barriers in the rodeo world, earning accolades and respect from his peers. His legacy lives on in the rodeo community and beyond. He is an inspiration to us all, a symbol of perseverance and excellence. Bill Pickett's story reminds us that with courage and determination, we can overcome any obstacle. Bill Pickett was born in Texas in 1870. He grew up on a large ranch. He learned to ride horses before he could even read. Bill loved ranch life. He learned to rope and herd cattle. He was a natural cowboy. Word spread about Bill's skills as a cowboy. People said he was one of the best. He decided to join a rodeo. This is where he showed off his talents to the world. Bill was on his way to becoming a star. One day, Bill was watching some ranch dogs. The dogs were herding cattle. They would grab the cattle by the nose. This would bring the large animals down to the ground. Bill thought this was a clever technique. He had an idea. Could he do the same thing, but on horseback? Bill decided to try it out. He called his new technique bulldogging. It was a dangerous move, but Bill was a skilled cowboy. He quickly mastered the technique. Bulldogging was a big hit at the rodeo. This event, also known as steer wrestling, became a staple in rodeo history, captivating audiences with its sheer intensity and raw display of skill. People had never seen anything like it. They would gasp as Bill rode towards a steer. The anticipation in the air was palpable, as everyone knew they were about to witness something extraordinary. He would jump from his horse onto the steer's back. Then, he would grab the steer by its horns. This daring leap required not just courage, but also impeccable timing and precision. Bill would wrestle the steer to the ground. He would often bite the steer's lip to hold it down. This technique, though controversial, showcased his determination and grit. It was a dangerous move, but Bill made it look easy. His expertise and confidence turned a perilous act into a mesmerizing spectacle. The crowd would go wild. They loved the excitement of bulldogging. The energy in the arena was electric, with every successful bulldogging act leaving the audience in awe and admiration. Life wasn't always easy for Bill Pickett. He was a black man in a segregated world. This was a time when racial segregation was enforced by law and custom, making it difficult for black individuals to find opportunities and be treated equally. This means that black people and white people were kept separate. Black people were treated unfairly. They were often denied access to the same facilities, services, and opportunities that were readily available to white people. This systemic discrimination affected every aspect of life, from education and employment to entertainment and public services. Bill was not allowed to compete in some rodeos. Despite his incredible talent and skills as a cowboy, the color of his skin barred him from participating in many events that were exclusively for white competitors. Bill didn't let this stop him. He was determined to showcase his abilities and break through the barriers that society had placed before him. He joined the Miller Brothers 101 Ranch Wild West show. This show traveled all over the country. It was one of the most famous Wild West shows of its time, featuring a variety of acts and performances that captivated audiences everywhere. Bill was a star. People loved to see him perform. His unique style and daring stunts made him a favorite among the crowds. Despite the challenges he faced, Bill Pickett's legacy as a trailblazer in the world of rodeo remains influential and celebrated to this day. Bill Pickett's courage and skill amaze people. He became a rodeo legend. He paved the way for other black cowboys to compete in rodeos. Bill Pickett died in 1932, but his legacy lives on. In 1971, he became the first black cowboy to be inducted into the National Rodeo Hall of Fame. He is remembered as a true American hero. Like and subscribe for more stories. Thank you for your support.